Ashton Kutcher and Simon Monjack are not Brittany's only connection to P. Diddy, and no one talks about this man. So after she dated Ashton, but before she got married to Simon, she got engaged to this man, Jeff Quantinitz. They ended up breaking up because Jeff said he was still in love with his ex. I also found it interesting that that same ex had went to a Diddy party, a regular one, but I thought I'd mention that. Following their breakup, Jeff becomes the manager of P. Diddy. And you know who else Jeff managed? Britney Spears, but only for a month, because you know what happened during the time that he was her manager? The infamous Give Me More VMA performance. The performance that happened the day after she was at Cassie's birthday party where Diddy was. And after that performance, Jeff dropped her. And unfortunately, we all know that Brittany passed away from pneumonia, so did her husband Simon, and so did Kim Porter, who was with Diddy and had children with Diddy. We also know the same coroner, Ed Winter, did the autopsies on all three of them. He also performed ones on Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, a lot of the famous people who have passed away in that time period who lived in Los Angeles. Now, Jeff works in this basketball industry now. He has a company with Ice Cube. He has had multiple lawsuits on him because of his behavior. Azalea Banks is one person who sued him. Now, Simon's connection to Diddy was that they shared the same personal trainer, Harley Pasternak. I could do a whole video on Harley and how he always seems to be around when a celebrity passes away. Like the day that Mac Miller passed, they were supposed to work out together. Now, Harley also trained Kanye, and they seem to have a pretty close relationship. And then Kanye ends up exposing texts between him and Harley. In those texts, it sounded like Harley was saying, if you don't talk to me and we don't work this out, then I'm just going to send you back to a psych ward where they're going to give you medications. And right after that, Aaron Carter makes a tweet saying that he wants to talk to Kanye. 24 hours later, he's in a bathtub. Now, I will say, Aaron has struggled significantly, but I really wanted to point that out too. Now, if you don't know, Ashton Kutcher, he's close friends with Diddy, went to his parties. Which ones? I don't know, but I bet you that soon enough we will hear about that, especially since Mila Kunis has now moved out of the house, allegedly because of things that might come out. A lot of people really want there to be a further investigation into Kim, Brittany, and Simon. But the man who did these autopsies has now also passed away, so that can't happen unless somebody else decides to look into them. And for me personally, let's just say all of this is a coincidence, that it's just a small world and these connections mean absolutely nothing. There is no reason why somebody can't take a second look at these deaths. It is shocking that pneumonia would take the lives of 3 young people who all have the financial means to get the best care in the world. Kim Porter was being treated by a doctor at the time. It doesn't appear that she went into a physical doctor, which I find interesting because Diddy had doctors on retainers in the past, and I wonder if allegedly maybe he was having someone help her from his team, but that's alleged. Anyway, she told these doctors she wasn't feeling good for days, that she was coughing up phlegm with blood in it. They never did a chest x-ray. They basically gave her a Z-Pack and she was on her way until she passed away. And it's important to mention, because she's a black woman, that she has a way higher chance of being ignored, dismissed, or passing away. If she had pneumonia and was seeing a doctor, why was nothing done for her? And I'm also very curious in Jeff's complete involvement in all of this.